was on the highway one day in Rigo in Papua and heading into Port Moresby in my old Land Cruiser, and I had two flat tyres, so nowhere to go. You're with Mission Alive. This is Roger from the MSC Mission Office. This particular day I was going into town in the old Land Cruiser that I had at the time, which had done me mighty service in a lot of difficult places. The road was a dirt road, so you wouldn't know what rubbish was on the road. And I was with Sister Lucy. And before I left, I knew I had tyre difficulty. Both the spare tyre and one of the back rear tyres were soft. So I pumped them up as best I could and got on the road. And some way down the road, flat tyre. So changed over, put the spare tyre on. Wasn't too far down the road, flat tyre. So now, no spares, nowhere to go. So I said to Sister Lucy, we're in a bit of difficulty now, sister. So as I stepped out of the truck to see what could be done, a vehicle was coming towards me. It was a yellow utility, which meant it was a government vehicle. And I knew that type of vehicle, their tyres, their wheels were interchangeable with mine. So I flagged the driver down, told him the story. I said, can I have a end of your spare tyre? You follow me to 6 Mile, which was the first parish in the city, and one of our MSC's priests were there, Father Bill Linden. And I said, when I get there, I can get help and you can have your tyre back. And the driver said, oh no, I can't do that. This is a government vehicle. We're not allowed to do that. We can't do that. And he was giving all excuses. And the passenger, whom I knew a little bit, I knew he was a teacher, he leaned over and said, give him that tyre. That's Father Roger. He always helps us on the road. And so got the tyre. The government driver was picking up the teacher and his family and all his goods to take him to another school. So anyway, that's Father Roger. He helps us on the road. So you give him that tyre. So I got his spare tyre, put it on my truck. We went together the rest of the distance to Port Moresby. I got the 6 Mile. Bill was there. I changed. I took the tyre for the government vehicle off, gave it back to the driver, and away they went. And then Bill was able to help me to get my 2 tyres to the tyre service and get them fixed up. So a simple story, but the principle is we help one another. And I learned that on the road many times. Often there were people, broken down or wet weather, they'd slipped off the road or something, and I managed to help them, get them out, or take someone further down the road where they could get help, or drop them at a village or something. There was lots and lots of stories, and often to get people back on the road wasn't easy. Had to think of different ways how you could pull them out with whatever equipment that we had, but there was always opportunity to help people, and a few times in the district capital there, Quikila, I pulled up there and you'd find someone stranded there, often a teacher, again with their family and all their goods, trying to get to their school where they were appointed, and I was often able to help them, whether they were Catholics or not, or Catholic school or government school or whatever. But there was always opportunity to help people. And then often with sick people, in the middle of the night, I'd have to bail out and take people to the hospital. So I had many stories about that. And a couple of times the baby was born on the back of the truck. And they're all other stories. So we help one another. And as they say, what goes round comes round. And particularly with Papuans, if you help them, they will help you somewhere else down the line, wherever and whenever they can. And they often say, we don't say thank you, we do thank you. and actually thank you is not in their language, but they remember what you did for them, and in turn they will do something back to you, back for you. So we help one another. That's the only way we get the mission done. Thank you for being with us.